Hi friends, long time no see. Been busy. Also, I've just been moving through a lot of emotions and I'm exhausted. The entire month of February, I feel like it almost took me out. This is going to be a general reading. What do you need to hear? What do you need to know right now? Split the deck on the Sun and the Four of Swords in reverse, which is a good start. The Sun is a beautiful card. What does collective need to know? And what does collective need to hear right now, Spirit? Thank you. Split it on the Sun again. What does collective need to know? And what does collective need to hear right now? We are officially into the energy of the year of the fire horse. We are also, and our first card is the Fool. So this new chapter right now, this new energy that you're in is a new energy that you've never been in before. This is the start of a new journey. You're leaving some things behind. I feel like this could be a new creative endeavor. This could also be just something, a new level of happiness. A newfound happiness is what I'm hearing. I feel like you on this path is like you finding yourself, just a different level of joy that you've never experienced before. And this could be deeply related to you finding fulfillment in what you're going to be doing creatively, or what you're going to have, what's going to bring you passion, what's going to light that fire in you. We also had the eclipse. We had a lot of things astrologically happen this month. I'm also drawn to this light above his head, this heightening of your intuitive gifts, your intuitive abilities, just this heightening of trusting yourself and that deeper sense of knowing. This could also be a new journey for you spiritually. You could be shedding previous spiritual beliefs or what you thought spirituality could be, and moving into this energy of what spirituality feels right for you, whether that's religion or, you know, if you're agnostic or whatever your path and your relationship with God, your higher self, whatever you, however you identify that power as. I feel like this could be a new found relationship that you're creating. And I feel like it's definitely just some things that are moving in the past, especially with this being, again, like the first card of the major arcana, but again, also stating that we are officially in that fire horse energy. The spring equinox is not until March. I'm not gonna act like I'm not a little confused, because the spring equinox isn't until March, but we are officially in the year of the fire horse. From what I've been looking up astrologically, I just know that we are officially like in a different energy than what we have been, and I can tell. And for some of us, there's still energy that is like shedding and falling off, and you can feel like very ungrounded right now because of all the things that have kind of been just changing and transitioning the last year, honestly. And so grounding could be very important for you. We've been gifted, at least where I'm at, with a few warmer days, and I feel like that is so that you can utilize that time to at least be somewhat comfortable to go outside and just sit for a little bit with nature. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this is a closing off of a financial cycle. I'm getting a lot of like career with this reading today, that a lot of this is around your stability and what you've been doing for quite some time, or what you thought you were going to be doing creatively. And I'm not even being led to use the word work, because whatever inspires you creatively is what's going to bring you in abundance. That's going to be your work. When people ask you what your job is, it's not going to come with the same weight that a regular job does, like a 9 to 5 that you really don't get anything from but the money, this is going to be so much deeper and so much richer for you that calling it a job or work is going to feel like an insult, because it's just passion. It's just what you do for joy. It brings you fulfillment. I was drawn to this energy earlier. Like, I no longer want to identify with my career or what I do to make money. Like, I'm not going to be saying like, my name is Paris and I'm A. Like, there is no I'm A, because there's an infinite amount of things that we could be. And I just feel like right now it's very important that you're conscious of what you identify with. What are the words that you use to define yourself? Even I feel like that around this like topic of mental illness, if you struggle with mental illness, like, be careful identifying with your diagnosis, with your disorder. Like, don't let the first thing that comes out of your mouth be, hi, my name is depression and I have anxiety. Like, don't identify so deeply with the parts of yourself that you feel like are disordered or disorganized. Like, I feel like it's a time to really be careful, because this new chapter that you're coming into is not going to be the one that you were in. And so in order to give yourself this clean slate, you have to open up your energy and be willing to allow yourself to kind of be reshaped and redefined within this period of time. 10 of Pentacles. I get like a disjointed sort of familial energy with this card. And I feel like, again, it's around what you're choosing to do with your life. I'm drawn to how this little boy is kind of like giving side eye. How this one won't even like look or acknowledge the father. The woman seems like she's just kind of like disengaged. And you could experience some of this with your familiar relationship. You know, you could have a father that's like, it's hard to get his attention. It's hard to get any acknowledgement. And I feel like during this time, they're all going to know what you're doing. They're all going to have conversations about it. But when it comes to congratulating you or having any real acknowledgement about this, you're not going to get it from them. This is why it's important to redefine yourself and to know who you are, because you're going to get opinions from other people that are going to make you feel like you're doing something wrong. The reactions that you're going to get are nothing like you expected, and they're definitely not what you deserve. And they're going to make you question if the path that you're on is something that you're supposed to be doing, because you're going to feel so disconnected from the people that have been a part of your life for all of this time. Kind of has this face like just of like confusion, like, what's going on, what's wrong. My alarm went off, so I'm gonna have to stitch these together. It's all right. But yes, and don't be surprised if they still ask, if they still expect to be a part of this abundance that's coming in, but they are not going to support where it's coming from. I'm getting that energy of like people that become famous and then their parents that were never around all of their lives. Drawn to a lot of father energy, and I don't want to stereotype, but I feel like a lot of the stories that I do hear, it's around like the dad coming back in, and that could just be significant for you. This energy of a father coming back in to make up for lost time, but really wanting to reap the benefits and also be the person that gets some level of acknowledgement for, yeah, I was the sperm donor that helped create this amazing person. And yeah, so you should be grateful to me for not really contributing anything to your journey outside of a hard time attaching to people in a healthy way. But I feel like some of this energy is going to be some of the energy that you're having to deal with during this new chapter that you're stepping in. We got the Ace of Cups. This is very protected energy. Your ancestors, your guides, your angels are very much pleased with you, and they're protecting you. You're going to be in this protective sort of bubble right now. It's also very important that you protect your own energy, that you call your energy back into yourself very often, and that you also return the energy of others back to them with love. It's just important right now that you stay very energetically grounded. Also drawn to like all the red in this card. And I'm also drawn to the fact that this is like a pinky color, and cups is a lot of like heart-led energy. And so I'm not saying that this is not going to hurt when these people come up, because as you're walking into this new chapter, you're going to see some new faces, and it may be the same exact people that you've always been around, but they're going to be presenting in front of you in a very different way. And it's important that you don't close your heart off, or that you don't get jaded or operate from a space of anger, and you really take the time to allow yourself to feel and understand that everyone's on their own journey. And sometimes even the people that are closest to us and may love us in their own warped way, and I try to use that word very loosely, because love is something very specific, and it's also something not, but their perception of what they feel like love is, they may think that they love you, but they're not going to show it in a way that feels like love. And like I said, don't confuse it. You know, I'm not telling you to make excuses for it, but this is to have a deeper understanding that one, misery loves company, and two, sometimes it's very easy to talk the talk and it's hard to walk the walk. And so as much as there's a part of them that may want to see you happy, there's another part of them that are so miserable within their own lives and their own existence that seeing you happy feels like they're being cheated. Okay. I had 2 page cards. The one before that was the Page of Cups. We got Page of Swords. I feel like during this time, words are definitely going to be important. Don't say anything you're going to regret. Don't say anything that betrays who you really are. The Sun card again. I'm just going to take it out of the deck. But don't say anything that's going to betray yourself. You may have some very hard conversations. It's important to take a step back. Allow yourself the permission to say, I don't really want to engage with this right now. We can pick it up at a different time. Also, be very careful with, again, the way that you're speaking to yourself. There's a lot of power in your words, as they always are. But I feel like as we move into this new chapter, and again, you're sort of in this space where you're formless right now, everything that you say is what's creating your reality. All of the inner dialogue, even the stuff that you're not saying verbally, but the stuff that you are saying internally to yourself, is very important that you really do not joke around with making jokes about your body, about your intellect, about your finances, because it's going to end up really shaping the reality that you're moving into. Be very careful. And also, like I said, be very careful of what you say to and about other people. We got the 6 of Wands, and this came out in reverse. Just questioning yourself, I feel like, about some of the decisions. You could have a lot of things that you're interested in, and you're trying to pick the one that you feel like is the right choice. Any direction you go with the things that feel heart-led is the right choice. There's no way that you can go wrong when you're leading from your heart. So any of these passions or interests that you have, you could literally take it as far as it could possibly go. Decide that that's as far as you want to take it. Go back and pick up one of the other ones and create an entire career off of that as well. There is no wrong choice with these decisions that you're considering. There may be one, though, that feels more heart-led than the others, but you could be concerned about how people are going to perceive you if you decide to take this one particular path, and that's not a good enough reason not to do it. We got the Sun card. This is going to be our last card. The Magician right behind it. You are both of these energies. You are the sun. You are the light. You are the chosen one that your ancestors struggled to realize within their own lifetimes, but knew at some point, like, your lineage was going to come to this point. Like, there's something about you being the one that they all fought to try to be, but for whatever reason in their lives, it just was not the right time or not the right circumstances, or there's certain things that had to be cycled through. And they're so happy and proud and excited that you are the one that, confirmation burp, has been chosen for this journey. And you could question this a lot because of the amount of things that you have to work through still, if it's going to happen in this lifetime, but it is. And so it is. Yeah. Yeah, do it scared. Do it doubtful. Speak life into yourself. Speak life into yourself. Because you're definitely, like, very much an intuitive, very powerful. It's just about your confidence and just truly believing and understanding and accepting who you are and not trying to change who you are in any sort of way for anyone. I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards. I gotta get out of here. Don't place limits upon yourself. You are an infinite being with unlimited potential, drawn to the into the infinity sign above the Magician. With that, you can have and be anything you want. Don't hold yourself back or allow anyone else to. This is your life. Live your truth and remain heart-centered at all times. That is literal confirmation of the entire message that I just gave. If you think you are alone, you are not. We are beside you in all the challenges that you face. Trust that outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome of every situation. We have your best interest at heart. We love you. Your spiritual team is there. They're there and they want to protect you. They want to connect with you, but they need that permission from you. When you're struggling, don't be afraid to ask for help. That's not a weakness. Resilience is one of the strongest qualities you have. It has gotten you through so many trials and tribulations in the past, and it will continue to do so. Lean on that inner tower of strength anytime you need it. You've got this. Don't even feel led to keep this one because I'm getting, it's not just on you. You have your spiritual team around you. So if you're feeling weary, lean on them. They want to help you. That's it for today, guys. I love you. Have a great day. Bye.